Hello, my name is Deborah Wood. I'll be your instructor in this health, safety, and nutrition course, and I wanted to take you on a quick tour of the course together. First, when you come into Canvas, you'll have this leftmost menu, and you can select courses here, and it'll give you a listing of the courses you're enrolled in. You can select our course, which is identified by SC for Saddleback College, 2020 Fall, and CDE 112. Once you select our course, you'll come to this home page, and in the left-hand side, you'll have the course menu. Then in the middle will be the course data, and in this case, it's the home page. And then on the left is a listing of upcoming items. Here's the first announcement, the first discussion. You'll notice that there are due dates here. The little rocket indicates a quiz, and then here is an assignment. And what I would like to have you do is, after you have viewed the announcement each week, I'd like to go into the weekly module. You'll notice if you scroll down, each weekly module will unlock on a Sunday. And to step through the module, you just select the first item, and then you can use the next and previous buttons to step through it. Each week there will be an introduction and learning objectives, and then we'll have several videos each week that will be used to transmit information and reinforce information. There will be an active viewing guide each week, and this is intended for you to use to take notes. You'll want these notes for when you take the quiz. It is in rich text format, which should be editable by any of your word processing programs. If you're using Google Docs, you'll want to upload the document first, and then you can edit it. And you'll just watch the videos and take notes as you go along. This second video will be used in our discussion this week in terms of conducting a daily health check. And then there will be reading each week. And if you simply click on the link, it will open it. In this second reading is the text we'll be using for the first several weeks. You'll be reading pages 1.3 to 1.26 this week, and you don't want to look at the PDF page numbers. In fact, you want to look at the page numbers in the document itself to determine your reading. But again, we will be reading this document over a period of weeks. And then there will be a discussion each week. And this is our main communication with each other. This week, you're going to post your introduction. Because we do serve as role models for small children, you'll be setting a health goal for yourself. And then you'll be conducting a daily health check on someone in your household or a friend, and just giving some feedback on how that went for you. It is important that you participate in the discussion by Thursday each week, and that will be what will show as the due date for the discussion. So you make your initial post by Thursday, and then you reply to 2 classmates by the following Monday. When you reply to your classmates, you need to use your classmate's name. You need to acknowledge what they've said, and then you need to build on something that they've said. So it really does need to be a back and forth between you and your classmates. To participate in the discussions, you hit the reply button and fill in your information. And then once you have participated in the discussion, then you can see the posts of your classmates. Because we are a large class, I have split you into smaller groups for the discussions. And then each week, there'll be a checklist of the items that you have. Our first week together is very short, just because you're getting acclimated to the course. We will pick up in terms of assignments starting in week 2. I wanted to point out a couple of things from the course menu for you. This is the course syllabus and the course calendar, which were emailed to you, but they're always available here. And then Canvas has a nice feature where it does a course summary, and this should correspond with what you were emailed in terms of your course calendar. But this is just another way to look at the assignments that you have coming up. I will post an announcement every week. We've already looked at the modules. If you go into the discussions, you'll notice that you can reply directly into the discussions here. There's also a student lounge discussion, and this is kind of our Starbucks for our course. It's a place where we can interact informally. If you have a question about an assignment, chances are another student has that same question, so post it here. If for some reason you do have a private matter, please contact me using the Canvas inbox. I prefer the Canvas inbox as opposed to straight email, because this does keep the messaging with the course, which is good for audit trail purposes. You can view assignments and quizzes, and I just wanted to point out the grades as well. When your assignments are graded, your score will appear here, and I will always provide comments on your assignments, so there'll be a little icon here. You can click on that and see my comments. I wanted to point out this is called the breadcrumbs, so that you can get back to where you want to be. This is useful when you are in your small group and you want to get back to the main course menu. That's the easiest way to do it. The small groups each have their own little section within the course, so sometimes it's easy to get lost, and this is just always the best way to find your way back home. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.